What's up, Roboteers? Chris here from Team Moose Robotics, your friendly neighborhood pirate. I hurt myself over the weekend and I can't see out of my left eye. This is not a meme. I got a piece of metal stuck in my eye and it scratched my iris, so I can't see out of it. It's getting better, but my god, this hurts. So this is my episode 9 review. Let's get it started, and god, this hurts so much. First up, we got Gruff versus Cobalt in a match that I, by my predictions, honestly thought was going to be a lot closer. I thought Gruff would have a lot easier time getting underneath Cobalt with its little lifter things, but I guess the addition of Cobalt's wedgelets made it borderline impossible. Gruff got nothing throughout this whole match, besides an absolute ass-whipping. Massive hit from Cobalt, sending Gruff 10 feet in the air. That was sick. Propane tank hit, then eventual explosion. I love seeing Gruff, but this was a clinic. Gruff only win against Switchback and then lost to Cobalt and Hydra. Yeah, I don't see them making it. They're probably going to get dropped for the 32. Cobalt won against Gruff and Ghost Raptor, and they only lost to Fusion. They might make it super duper low seed though. But I can see them filling out like the super low end of the bracket. But we're gonna have to see. Quick match, great showing from Cobalt, and we'll see where both these teams lie. Next up is a match I don't really want to talk about that much because it's super bittersweet, man. The match itself, Duck got destroyed. That's really all you need to know. Duck got absolutely demolished, and it's sad. Because Duck is a fan favorite, but how many times can you watch Duck get destroyed? Like, it's just sad to watch. Now, when I saw this match, and knowing Duck went 0-3 this season, I said out loud in my chair, we're probably never going to see Duck again. Not like a ha 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 ha, like a genuinely sad realization. And I know I'm late to this, but I just discovered this now, making this video. Hal Rucker on his AMA, I'll link it below, has confirmed that Duck will be retired at the end of the season. And that's super sad. For a few reasons. One, Duck is a fan favorite. Everybody loves Duck. Duck is the little bot that could. Everybody loves it. And two, what Duck represented. Like, I'm an old school Battlebots guy. I really yearn for the days where, like, all bots now are super shiny and super, like, meticulously made, and, like, I get why that's amazing for the sport, and it keeps the sport pushing along fine, and it's awesome. But I kind of yearn for the days of, like, the Comedy Central era where no one knew what the fuck they were doing. Like, we'll never see Tazbot in this era. We'll never see Buddy Lee don't play in the street. We'll never see Mechadon. We'll never see Chiabot. We'll never see any of the scrap daddies in this era. Because back then, no one knew what the fuck they were doing. And I know lumping Duck into that group might be a little hyperbolic, but Duck is in a class to where I felt like it reminded me of those builds back then. And it's sad to see Duck get put out the pasture like that. It sucks. It really sucks. Hal Rucker said he's interested in moving on to different designs, which I can't wait to see what he cooks up. I want to see. There were some highlights in this match. I like Duck being spun around like a pizza pie. That was kind of fun. I know the bot makes duck sounds, but that sad duck noise as it was dying, that was definitely added in post. Someone fucked up did that in the editing bay. That was messed up, dude. I know this is running a little long, but one last thing I wanted to point out, and I really need to point it out because it really struck me. I don't know who she is in relation to Hal. I don't know if that's his daughter or she's on his team. She said a sentence during their match that really stuck out and said everything that Duck represented. Keep going no matter what. And that stuck with me. So, cheers to a fan favorite bot. Good luck to Hal on any future journey that he has with this sport, and I can't wait to see what happens. Goodbye, Duck. Next up to a match that I really wish went better because I love, pardon my French, to absolute bits. But unfortunately, Valkyrie destroyed them. Huge trade in the opening. Pardon my French, his weapon died nearly immediately. Valkyrie just straight up murdered the mini-bot, and it was a quick death for pardon my French. Valkyrie beat Triple Crown and pardon my French, and then lost to P1. They're probably going to make the round of 32, seeded either middle of the pack or low mid. Pardon my French has yet to win. They have one more match, but unless they beat Whiplash, they're not making round of 32. So better luck next time, pardon my French. I really love your design. You look like world peace with a giant drum, and I like it a lot. I really want this bot to be better. And that's it. I really like pardon my French, but better luck next time. Next up, we have a match that I was super duper excited for. Lockjaw versus Blip. Donald Hudson has never used a mini-bot before in, like, his life. So, that was pretty cool to see. Mini-bot paid dividends towards the end, so I can't really hold it against him. That bot was awesome. Blip opened up with a little pop as Lockjaw burst into flames, and that flame burnt for the rest of the fight. So Lockjaw was just charring the whole entire fight. Great driving by Donald, as always. Lockjaw is always a great bot to watch because Donald is just a ridiculous driver. He really is just an experienced juggernaut, isn't he? Like, it's just always great to watch him. It started to swing back in Lockjaw's favor towards the end, which I thought was pretty cool. I like that they used the mini-bot to get under Blip, and then Lockjaw came to, like, when he was upended to slowly ram him into the corner. I thought that was pretty cool. Blip scored 5 flips and one monster flip that I thought they roofed Lockjaw. That was awesome. So congrats to Blip getting the decision. But unfortunately, Lockjaw is 0-3. And Blip is 3-0. Obviously, they're making it to the round of 32. They got wins over Rusty, Overhaul, and Lockjaw. They're probably going to get top 10 seed. I could see it. Lockjaw. For it to make any sort of sense, they got to snub Lockjaw, right? Like, he lost to Copperhead, Hypershock, and Blip. So he lost to a rookie bot. He lost to Hypershock, who historically, historically he doesn't do that great. Like, he's always been like a middle-of-the-pack robot. And he lost to Copperhead, which arguably, Copperhead's an absolute murderer, so that does kind of work in his favor if you technically think about it that way. But for it to make any sort of sense, they got to snub Lockjaw, right? That's my call. That Lockjaw ain't making it to the round of 32. He can't. He can't. It wouldn't make any sense. So Blip is moving on, obviously, and next time, Donald Hudson. Love to see you, but you're most likely getting snubbed. Well, you can't blame a guy for trying. I picked Deep 6 even though he's probably going to lose, and, well, here we are. So we got D6 versus Minotaur. Quick fight. First impact sent D6 flying, which was awesome. Sent him on his back, and he got a little sexy little self-ride up. We all saw that little Shawn Michaels kip up that D6 got. Straight into Minotaur's fist as he was sent flying once again. He landed with his weapon in that bumper thing, for lack of a better word. I don't know what it's called. They call it the rail, but is it a bumper? I don't know. So we got caught up on that. Even if it didn't get caught up on that, it looked like its weapon motor smoked out, so I doubt it would have come back even if it was dropped in the middle of the floor. So quick fight. D6 is 1 and 2. Yeah, it beat Pain Train, lost to Smee and Minotaur, so not really a big strength season. I wouldn't be surprised if D6 gets snubbed, sadly. Minotaur, equally not as a strong schedule besides the loss of Sawblaze, but Sawblaze is probably top 3 seed, so you can excuse that. They're probably going to rank Minotaur either low, mid, or like low of the pack. But quick fight, still fun to watch though. Sub-Zero versus Hijinks. This was going to be a fun one. Great opening hit from Hijinks and an immediate receipt from Sub-Zero with a toss. That was sick. At some point, Sub-Zero's lifter got stuck open, which is really unfortunate because Hijinks just landed in some really, really great hits. Those were hard as hell. Hijinks' spin-up was a little slow, but if they tweak... I mean, they just did their third match, so we'll see where they land in this round of 32. But if they make it and they dial that speed in, they could be a little scary. So Sub-Zero, 0-3. They're getting snubbed. See you next time. Hijinks 1-2 with a win in Kraken. Sub-Zero... Wait, no, I'm sorry. 2-1. I got that reversed on my notes. 2-1. Yes, I'm correct. Let's see. Yes. I got reversed in my notes. My bad. So they're 2-1 with Kraken and Sub-Zero that they beat and lost to Mammoth. Yeah, they're most likely getting into the round of 32. They're probably going to be seated very low just because of the strength of schedule. But I can see them making it just as a very low seed. Great fight, and Hijinks looked great. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'm too far to say that we just witnessed one of the best fights in the whole season so far. Yeti vs. Scorpios was an absolute classic. That was awesome. I keep forgetting to do it. This was match of the night. I mean, have you seen it? Early show of force by Yeti, making Scorpios do a 720, which was absolutely sick. Then Scorpios with a great hit directly on the drum of Yeti. That was ballsy. Yeti was winning the ground game because of their long teeth, but Scorpios was never really out of the fight. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Yeti was getting those huge, giant hits in, but Yeti was starting to lose pieces. At one point, lost its drum. At one point, lost a belt or two, I think. I think it lost like 2 belts at one point. Amazing. Like I said, Yeti was getting the big hits in. Yeti won the ground game. However, Scorpios was getting these precise hits in that would take off the belt, would take off the drum, was just getting these meticulous shots in that made Yeti look weaker and weaker. And then it went to full 3 minutes, and you're sitting there thinking, who the fuck won? That was great. That was absolutely great. I loved this match. This was a hell of a main event. This was awesome. They gave the nod to Yeti. I think that makes sense. It looked like they, 1, had more control, and 2, they were given the more impactful hits. However, I think I could easily see it sliding the other way because they were the ones who were losing a weapon and losing a belt. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I can see why Yeti got the win. Yeti is 2-1 with a win over Pain Tree and Scorpios, and their only L was Mad Catter. They're going on. They're going on and probably going to be placed in the upper half of the round of 32. And Scorpios was 1-2 with a win against Blade and a loss against Whiplash and Yeti. They're probably going to move them on in the lower half. This was a great main event. Like, this is... I know I say it every so often, but I really, really mean it. If you have somebody who's never seen Battlebots before, please show them this. This was fucking great, dude. What a match. With that, another episode is wrapped up and in the books. What'd you guys think of this episode? What was your favorite fight? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my stuff, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And remember to hit that bell because YouTube is dumb. I'll see you guys later this week with my predictions. Peace.